I'm not here to tell you which fragrance to buy. I'm here to help you ask better questions. Hello, my BFF. Thank you so much for stopping by. I'm still in Romania and I took the opportunity to go to my favorite niche perfume shop and tested fragrances. And I realized I was asking the wrong question. I thought I was judging perfumes, but actually I was judging whether they fit the person I am or the person I aim to become. Let me show you what I mean. The first one is Maison Crivelli, Musc, Nurāsana. I cannot remember this Nurāsana for the life of me. A beautiful fragrance, soft, a bit sweet, a bit of rose. I was expecting something along the lines of Amouage Existence. This one is much more mass appealing. I would rather get a mask from Narciso Rodriguez for the amount of money. I was expecting to love this, but then I asked myself, do I actually want this fragrance to become part of my identity? I have been using the suit test for almost a year now. S stands for special. Is the fragrance really special? Or do I already have something similar? E stands for emotion. Does the fragrance spark an emotion? Does it tell a story? Does it bring up a memory? And W stands for when. Can I see a time when I would wear it in my life? And by that, I don't mean a wedding, office, casually. The real question behind this, if we go a level deeper, is does this perfume fit who I am? Who I am becoming, my next level self? Every fragrance is an invitation to become someone. The question is, will you accept this invitation? Another fragrance that I was expecting to love is by Dolce, Vouloir, Être, Ailleurs, wanting to be somewhere else. It's very pleasant. It's linden blossom and I was expecting once again to love this. In the opening it is much greener than I expected. Growing up in Romania, I am familiar with linden blossom, and also at school we had a lesson about Mircea Eliade, an entire novel about linden blossom. If you are curious, check out my review on Marc-Antoine Barrois, Tilia. That's a more abstract linden blossom. This is very realistic and greener than I expected. In the dry down now it smells clean and it is one of those classic scents. Dolce is a heritage brand and they brought back old formulas. Vouloir Être Ailleurs is one of them. Vouloir Être Ailleurs is not special enough either and I don't see a time when I will wear it. By Matiere premiered their new release, Metal Lavender. Now it smells awful on the tester strip. So now it's the second day. In the opening, when I smelled it, I actually liked it. It was a refreshing lavender. Now all I get is a chemical mess. I don't know what ingredient they are using here. Amber, Bomb Amber Extreme. It's that scent that chokes me, that makes me feel like I'm suffocating. Metal Lavender completely fails. I would never wear this. Next I tested by Thomas de Monaco, Sol Salgado. I was expecting to love this one too. I love yellow florals and it smells like sunshine. So this I would place on my sunshine in a bottle perfumes. It is pleasant, it is pretty, but it is not memorable. And for the amount of money, yeah, for 50 ml, it's over 200. I would enjoy wearing it, but it is not special enough. We can get something similar from the designer section of perfumes. So this fails. Profumum Roma, I wanted to try out a few of them. I'm very curious about Confetto. They didn't have it there at the shop. And I tried Dolce Acqua. It's a sweet almond water, just like the name suggests. Again, for the amount of money, if you want something sweet and almondy and would like to splurge, for me it is overpriced. And it is not special enough. No, it doesn't make me feel super spectacular for that price. Again, my inner child would be happy, but this is not. It's not worth it for me. By Trudon, Mystique. could be probably the strongest in this entire batch. When I pass through this table, I can get wafts of Mystique. It's a strong leather and wood. It's very dark, and I imagine a very seductive, mysterious woman wearing this in the middle of the night. A villain. I am a villain in my own movie. I would place this one on my mysterious fragrance shelf, of course. But I don't see myself wearing this in real life. No, so Trudon Mystique fails my suit test. Santa Maria Novella. I wanted to try this brand because it's a heritage brand. I tried a few of them from the cap, but the one that I decided to spray is Ambra. This is an amber. A beautiful woman wearing an amber fragrance going to church. I get this association. It also has myrrh and it's done in a way, sometimes it's very creamy and comforting to my nose, and sometimes it's done in a way that it smells very religious for me. And this is something that I wouldn't enjoy wearing myself. I was raised Christian, Orthodox Christian, and I have this association with myrrh when it's done in this particular way. But don't take my own interpretation. Fragrance is so subjective. Whenever we smell a fragrance, we filter it through our own experiences, memories, our own scent associations. So this is something that I do appreciate, but I would never wear myself. So it fails my suit test. Another fragrance that I was super curious to try is Le Liquide Imaginaire Âme de Fleur. With that beautiful purple bottle. It smells like a gorgeous woman wearing a violet dress. And she's going out to dinner. She looks stunning. Everyone is turning their heads. And it does remind me a bit of Creed, Queen of Silk. This is done in a smoother way. So I would get this one if I had to choose. What happens is that I had Queen of Silk and I wasn't reaching for it. So I let it go. It failed my suit test. And I assume this would be the same situation. So it fails my suit test. I cannot see a time when I would wear it in my life. A beautiful fragrance though, not for me. Not for who I want to be. Nashi Toro. This is a beautiful fragrance. I wanted to try it for the rice note. And in the opening, it smelled like you are cooking rice, if you are familiar with that scent. Almost like hazelnut in the air. Almost like socks in the most addictive way, if you know what I mean. It has this gourmand aspect. It is something else. It is very special. It makes me feel comforted. Yeah, probably that's the feeling. Cozy. I would enjoy this as a room fragrance, as an ambiental fragrance. What's the difference between a room fragrance and the fragrance that we wear on our skin? I wouldn't want to be associated with this scent, as comforting as it is. But I do enjoy it. It is beautiful. Still, I wouldn't wear it, so it fails my suit test once again. BDK Oud Paradisio. This is a super strong, fruity oud. So strong on the oud. This is together with Mystique by Trudon. These are the strongest fragrances. This is the person that wants to draw attention in. This lady wants to be perceived as the most confident in the room, the boldest. So this would be placed on my confidence fragrance shelf. It is special. I don't have anything like this. And I would not wear this in my life. This doesn't feel like me. So it fails my suit test. Chambre 52. I reviewed their entire collection based on my tester set. Why was I holding my finger like this? Like I'm drinking tea. Chambre 52. Now I tested Tobacco Memories, the Extrait. In the opening, it was a beautiful cherry, grown up, very elegant, sophisticated. And now in the dry down, it has something that Metal Lavender has. that annoying aroma chemical. I don't like it. I wouldn't wear this. And it's also super expensive. BDK Stellar Silk. This is so smooth, so beautiful. This is mainly a vanilla with iris, orris, and sandalwood. Very delectable. I would wear this anytime in my life. It feels like a lady that is composed, elegant, but also she has that je ne sais quoi, but you trust her. You feel like you can share anything with her, that she makes the best life decisions. And she's an optimist, but she's also very understated. She doesn't show off. It is special. Nothing smells exactly like this, except in my previous video I mentioned that I would like to get a bottle of Essential Parfums Ambre Latte, following my essence journey and testing a thousand fragrances. I have the impression they are similar, so I will need to try them both side by side and see if this is completely different and if it's still worth it. If I have to decide between the two of them, I am getting Essential Parfums. The price is much better, but this one is a winner for me. And I already have in my suit test my cool off period, where I leave the sample or the fragrance cool off for 2 weeks and see if I feel as strong about it after this time. So I will revisit this one. For now, I will add it to my wish list. And the last fragrance, of course, I saved the best for last. It doesn't mean that it's the best smelling fragrance in this bunch. It means that it has spoken to me, and this is by Frederic Malle, Contre-Jour. In the opening, it reminded me of Portrait of a Lady, a similar rose, a bit dark, but I'm not very happy with Portrait of a Lady, because as it dries down, for me it turns into something sad. With that incense, it reminds me of grief, of walking through the church. For someone else, it will be completely different based on their life experience. Contre-Jour transforms, and it's a bit green, like hay, grass drying in the sun, still with rose and with a clean element and something that I haven't smelled before. And this is signature scent worthy. I would wear this one anytime. It's something that I would place on my new created shelf with intellectual fragrances. This one is different. When I smell this, I don't just smell a fragrance. I imagine an elegant woman, creative, intellectual, confident, carrying herself with grace, someone going through a new chapter in their life. There is something familiar, but also something that you cannot put your finger on. I realize this isn't about smelling good anymore. It's about recognizing yourself. Thank you so much for watching, for liking this video, for subscribing. Today's wisdom is by Ram Dass, and it goes like this. The quieter you become, the more you can hear. What do you think about that? Let me know below. And now I'm curious, what's your scent of the day and how do you feel wearing it? Do you feel like yourself? What part of you does it bring up? I'm sending you a big hug and so much love, and I can't wait to see you next time. One more thing, don't borrow my associations, borrow my questions.